Good morning, and welcome to Wellness in the Word, the place where we come together to thrive together by talking about how God's Word holds the keys to wellness in all aspects of life. Can you believe that we are nearing the end of Q4? It's November, people! The year is coming to a close, which means it's the perfect time to start thinking about where we want to be spiritually by the end of next year. I mean, who says that we've got to wait until January 1st to start making plans and resolutions and goals? No one. I've got something exciting that I'm planning to start in the new year, and I would love for you to join me. So often we let our spiritual growth just happen passively, hoping that somehow we're going to grow stronger without a real plan. But deep down, girls, we all know that being proactive and intentional with our spiritual development makes all the difference in the world. One of my personal goals that I have made for myself is to map 52 verses next year. Now, if you've never heard of Bible verse mapping, let me explain. It's where you write down a verse in the center of a paper and then you just pick it apart. You draw lines from specific words and you make various notes about them. For instance, you may look up specific words and define them for a greater understanding. When you map a verse, you will write down some good companion verses for cross references. You'll identify key phrases or jot down context details like who wrote the verse or who was it written to. You'll write down observations about what you learn about God from a particular verse or what you learn about mankind or your relationship with God. And then you write out personal applications. What are the takeaways from the verse for us today? Or what prayer prompts come from this verse? It's a great way to deepen your understanding and appreciation of a particular verse. And the lovely thing is, there are all kinds of workbooks for this. So I ordered a handful of them from Amazon because they're all a little bit different. And I'm just the kind of person that has to see it in person or touch it and feel it to see if it's something that I like or not. I thought I would show you some options so you could see them in person as well, sort of in person. And I'm going to tell you what I love or don't love about each of them. I'm so excited to show y'all these because they're so pretty. And I've decided they're really a perfect gift for women of all ages. Spoiler alert, if you're in my family, you're probably going to get one of these for Christmas. Let's go through these from the lowest price to the highest. First on the list is this Bible verse mapping journal by Blanche Joy. I love the floral design on this cover. I just love pretty, feminine looking things. There's a wonderful little introduction inside of this that gives some helpful guidelines on how to use this book. And she also provides a couple of pages with Bible verses that are arranged into topics. So this might give you some good ideas of some verses that you could map throughout the year. And then there are 52 mapping page layouts, so one for every week of the year. Let's talk about the breakdown of her layout. She has everything very neatly boxed off, and I really like the look of this. There's a section for you to be able to write down your Bible verse, and then sections for context that include who wrote it, when, who to, why was it written. She has a section for keywords and definitions, and then she has a section for another translation where you can copy the verse in a different translation because sometimes a word doesn't resonate as much in one version as maybe it does in another. Then she has a section for cross references where you can write related Bible verses, and I like that. She also includes a section for view of God and man, where you can write down things that are revealed from this passage about God or what this passage reveals about us, the human. She also includes a section for reflection and application. What do I feel God is saying to me today? How can I apply this message to my life? And then she has a section for prayer. So she has 8 points or details that are in her verse mapping process. I think this is a great workbook. And you know what the best part of all is? It's only $6.99. So it's not a budget buster at all. And I love the affordability of this. And I think about various times when I want to just give someone a little gift, just a little happy or some sort of little thinking of you. And this, I think, is perfect for that. Okay, let's look at the next one. It's by a company called Radiant Poppy, and I love that name. My family lived in California for many years, and the state flower is the California orange poppy. And poppy is also what my kids called my dad, so that's why I love the name Radiant Poppy. Not that you wanted to know all that, but now you do. I love the cover on this workbook. I think these poppies and the Queen Anne's lace, I just think this is beautiful. She also provides some instructions on the first page. I love having that laid out. I just think that's very helpful to have a little bit of direction, especially if this is something that you're new to. Her mapping pages are very beautiful, and it's all boxed off and compartmentalized so that everything can stay very neat and tidy. I love that she includes some artwork on these pages. I think that's just a very nice added touch. This book also has everything that the first one that we looked at did. The only addition is that in the context section, there is a line for any significant events surrounding it. So that's just a minor difference between these two. Now, this book is $12.50, so it's still extremely affordable, and I think it's very well done. Next up is this gorgeous one from Stella Shine. This book is slightly smaller. Let me show you. Just ever so smaller, but it's still just really a great size. The cover is shiny and it feels a little bit thicker to me than these other ones we've looked at so far. She also includes a how to use this section, and the very nice added touch is she gives a sample page where she has taken Jeremiah 29 verse 11 and she's worked through it. And if you have never done Bible verse mapping, this could be very helpful. Another thing that I love about this one is that toward the front cover page, there's a couple pages where you can make a running list or table of contents list, which I think is great because then you don't have to flip through the entire book looking for where you mapped a particular verse if you want to come back to this at a later time. There are many things that I really love about this particular workbook. One, it's in color. It's got color blocks and it's just got floral decor on the pages. It's very feminine looking. It's just so pretty. And it has a cursive text, which I just think kind of dresses it up a little bit more. This is just very aesthetically pleasing to me. Now, this particular one does not have a view of God and a view of man section, but that doesn't bother me because you could include those details in the reflection section. Now, this one is priced at $12.99, and so far, this is my favorite. I just think it's gorgeous. Next up is a workbook by Heidi Russell. Like the others, she also has an instruction page. But it's just plain and simple, just kind of get to the point, give you the nitty gritty, and then it just turns you loose. This one also has color, so things are blocked off in different colors, which just makes it easy to see and read, I think. I like that. It's the same size as the first two, and it very much has the same type of cover as the first two, and this one is priced at $14.99. It's kind of got some geometric shapes on the cover. It's pretty. It's nice to look at for sure. Last one is this one by Jenna Coleman from Graceful by Design. And this one comes in a lovely gift box, and it is just packaged up so beautifully. Look how pretty this is. The cover is plain and simplistic, but very classy. And you can see right away the difference between this one and the others because this is a hardcover book. It has a linen cover and it just feels special. There is a note on the inside from the designer with some tips and instructions. And she also includes a how to use page like some of the others do. She also has a more extensive Bible study topics list if that's something that's helpful to you. Just a quick pause. The holidays are coming up, and if you're shopping for someone who appreciates skincare products, then the I Am Polished Exfoliator by Crunchy is a great option. A little of this product goes a long way. It smells wonderful and fresh, and this is a luxurious, all natural facial scrub designed to gently buff away dead skin cells, revealing a brighter, smoother complexion. It's formulated with a blend of organic botanical ingredients, including bamboo stem extract and cranberry seeds. It provides a natural, effective exfoliation that leaves your skin feeling soft and refreshed. This toxin free exfoliator not only helps to refine your skin's texture, but it also nourishes it with antioxidants and essential nutrients. Like all Crunchy products, it's free of harsh chemicals and offers a clean, eco conscious way to keep your skin glowing and radiant. I love this exfoliator. Use the link in the description and get 10% off of your first order. And like the one from Stella Shine, she has sample pages where she has taken a verse and she has mapped it out. And I just think that is so incredibly helpful if you've never done this before, or if you are giving this as a lovely Christmas or birthday gift. It really is beautiful. Let's talk about the format. I love every aspect of this. It has every component that the others do, but I especially love the keyword mapping section. This just speaks my language because you know how I love to underline and circle words and draw lines to my margin and write notes. So this feels like it was designed specifically with me in mind. The paper has a really nice feel to it. The other books have paper that just kind of feels like notebook paper consistency, but this is nice and thick. And I suspect that this would permit you to use pens and highlighters without it bleeding through the page. And that's a big deal to me because I love my pens and highlighters. If you're finding this video helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button for me so that the algorithm will get this memo and share this video with other people. I'd be very grateful for your help in that. I got pink because I just liked this and thought it was beautiful, but it does come in some other colors. But I just have to say, this is just very beautifully made. And as a nice little added bonus, in the very back, there's a section where she gives you a few pages for prayer list and praises. And I think that's just a really nice touch. This is high quality. And there's nothing I would change about it. This is all that and a slice of pie to me. It just feels very special. And as an added bonus, it comes with a ribbon bookmark where you can mark your place. And I just love that little extra added touch. I just feel like she's thought of everything when she designed this Bible verse mapping journal. And I love that this is a hardcover because it feels durable and like something that is going to last, that I can look through for years and utilize as a study tool and encouragement. Now this one is $35.97, so obviously it's more expensive, but would I pay roughly 10 cents a day to have something lovely to encourage me in my spiritual development? Yes, I would do that all day, every day. So if you're wondering which one of these that I'm going to use, well, it's this one because I just love everything about it. And what I love most of all is that it feels like something that can be turned into a keepsake. Not trying to be morbid, but we're not going to be here forever, right? And I love the thought of doing this each year and having a treasure trove of these to leave behind one day for my girls to be able to have, or for my grandkids. Now, I'm going to have to probably get a gray one for my sweet grandboy because he probably wouldn't appreciate pink. But don't you think that would be a special keepsake to have a Bible study book from your Gammy? I mean, I love the idea of him and my girls having something tangible to hold on to after I'm gone to remind them of what mattered to me. You know, a Hebrews 11:4 kind of thing. Though she died, she still speaks. Now I have to decide if I'm going to have a theme for my verse mapping book, like spiritual growth or peace or endurance, or if I'm just going to make my book filled with my favorite verses. Fortunately, I have a little time left in Q4 to decide that. I hope you'll think about taking a verse and mapping it out each week next year. If you're interested in this, maybe I'll plan to do some videos on some of the verses that I map. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. I'll include the links to these Bible verse mapping journals in the description below. Be sure to take a minute and subscribe to my channel. I'll be regularly adding Bible study videos, and I would love for you to join me in the Wellness and the Word community. Until next time, stay well, stay blessed.